Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-June 2025 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. I could have sworn I did your video. It's kind of strange. I couldn't find it. So here we go. Kind of a tight squeeze with this frame, but I want to get a better resolution. And this is about as overhead as it gets. It's really not overhead, as you can tell, but at least it's more visible from your angle. So and just a little word about timing, because I'm saying mid-month, kind of like just talking about what is the energy maybe around you now, the themes that have been emerging, not necessarily getting too caught up in dates, because especially for somebody like me, it seems like I come up with these grandiose themes that really are not. Okay, I created a different file so that I could make sure the cards were centered. Okay, Scorpio. The heart of the matter is the Knight of Cups, which is an offer of love. You can see that the Knight is handing a cup, or has a cup in his hand. The cups relate to water element. So it can even be a person of the water element, especially a male, and especially a younger male or a male, even if he's old as dirt, that he has, like a youthful kind of way about him. This can also be, like, I always think of, like, in the job arena, this could be like receiving some kind of offer of employment in a place that is creative or spiritually based. In the past position, we have the Four of Wands. This is a new home, a happy home. Marriage is connected to this card as well. It's funny that the cards flanking the Knight of Cups are marriage cards, but marriage doesn't mean necessarily happiness. This is in the upright position. So it may be this is the past of something that was once happy. Wands relate to fire or passion, but sometimes fire burns very quickly. The cups as love. So sometimes I think of fire as lust and the cups as love that is beyond the physical attraction. And the higher message, I'm going to hold it upright, but I picked it reversed, is the Hierophant, which is connected to tradition and religion. So because it's reversed, it could be suggesting that this situation is something that is very out of harmony with what you want. And in some cases, like a Scorpio person may have been staying in a relationship because of religious beliefs, or because they, the traditional idea of, like, okay, you say you're going to be married, you're supposed to be married for life. And nowadays it's not frowned upon for people to get divorced. People get divorced all the time. It's not the same taboo as it once was, but it could still be in certain circles, or even within the person themselves. Scorpio is a fixed sign, so you tend to have very fixed beliefs on things. It's very hard to change a Scorpio person's mind. if they get an idea into their head. And so they may just kind of like stay in situations too long, maybe a misguided sense of loyalty or what have you. Also, if this is related to work matters, if you have been working in a corporate environment, I always think of the Hierophant as a corporate environment where you have to fit into this paradigm. And you may be like done with that and you don't like that. And this might be something that is more out of the norm for people to do. Like a corporate job is something that is more mainstream. A Reiki master is something that's not mainstream. What is coming in is the Eight of Swords, and this is a card of oppression. You may be holding yourself back. The swords relate to the air signs, but also to your thoughts. You know, that communication, but it can be communication to yourself. And what could be holding you back is the ideas that keep you stuck. And it's kind of like that conditioning, that makes you say, I'm a bad person if I do this. Now, if this could be even like an emotional affair where you have met someone and you may have not cheated on your spouse or anything like that, but you have felt feelings that have been stirred within you, maybe for the first time in a long time, and it makes you feel like there are other possibilities in life. And that's one of those things that a lot of people can't grasp, that it's possible to not cheat on someone and still have very strong uh, influence by the emotional connection that they've made with another person. I would say that there could possibly be people who who physically cheat on their partner, and it doesn't really sway, it doesn't impact the relationship in a significant way, because maybe they realize that there's more to life than sex. You know what I mean? And they realize that what they're really looking for is this compatibility on the emotional, intellectual level. And but this could be someone that you do feel that, or that has shown you that they care, and that is something that you don't feel like you're getting right now, and that is what keeps you, because you don't really want to betray that relationship or to hurt the other person. Maybe you're connected to somebody who you really care for on another level, or just as a fellow human being, you care for that person, even if you don't really get along with them. So in terms of like workplace matters, I would say that this is about, maybe even getting feelers out about some kind of, maybe it's a collaboration with another person, a girlfriend. I'm talking to women when I say that. I'm not talking about a man who has a girlfriend, but that kind of idea, like, hey, we should start this, create this spiritual boutique or something like that, and yet you're feeling trapped, maybe because you just bought a house and you have these mortgage payments, and how will I pay for that? There's so many things. Are just, I have this job that people look up to, and now I'm going to just throw that all away and become a Reiki master or meditation teacher. These kind of things, people think about these kind of things. The outcome is a very positive one, the Six of Wands, which is connected to Leo. Now, of course, this could be dealing with a Leo individual, and certainly That might be a fire sign person from the past. The six of this is kind of, I think this is supposed to be the laurel wreath, which symbolizes success. This is a card of success and recognition, taking your bow. And yes, sometimes if a person is employed somewhere, they might be getting some kind of an award, or or maybe a promotion, something to show that the person that they work for really values their efforts. That could, possibly be what's going on. However, if this is in a career that you do not feel connected to, that's not going to really, that's going to maybe make you even more feeling more trapped. So therefore, we have to look at success in a wider way, in a broader sense, Also, I feel like, to me, this is about honoring yourself and really tuning into what you need, not what society tells you you're supposed to do in life. And, the wands are very individualistic. They're not like the hive mind or the lemmings that, follow other people. So keep that in mind as you navigate this period of time, Scorpio. Alrighty then. And, and by the way, it's interesting that I'm getting this. This could even be like a timing card, in the sense that when the sun goes into Leo, the new moon is happening right after that. The new moon is like 2 days later. So that's like on the 24th of July. I was like, I had a brain fart. So and I'm thinking, oh, well, that's so far in advance. Not really. I mean, we're already like well into June, right? So that might be the timing that'll be your 10th house of career. So you may see a lot of activity around then. Okay, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like an astrological reading, a tarot reading, or both, please check out my website. I have the link below. I have package deals. You save money buying more than one reading at a time, and they go together. And just individual readings, career, love, chart analysis, transits. Thanks for watching. Bye.